update sa investigasyon hinggil sa deepfake audio ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. ating alamin kasama si Assistant Secretary Mary Rose Magsaysay, Deputy Executive Director ng Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center or CICC. Asek Magsaysay, magandang tanghali po and welcome to Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.
Naku, magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. It's my second time here.
Thank you for coming again. It's always an interesting
Always
conversation
a
with
pleasure
Asek Magsaysay.
having you with
Humanda
us.
na kayo.
So let's go deep into the discussion. Hinggil din po sa deepfake audio ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. May update na po tayo sa investigasyon tungkol dito. May mga lead na ba tayo na kung sino yung nagpakalat at sino may pakana nitong deepfake audio ito?
Well, definitely, pag meron tayong talagang lead na pagdating sa investigation ng mga ganitong digital evidences, it is CICC who handles it. That's why ang DICT also coordinates with us. So ang resources po ng dalawang ahensya, of course, the mother agency, DICT, and CICC, is now working towards validating kung saan talaga nanggagaling to, sinong gumawa, anong mga ginamit na platform. So, there's a lot of validation that goes through it. So, even through the weekend, we were heavy on investigating it. And nice to be able to tell the people that as government, we are lead, no? And at the end of the day, tayong pinagsusumbungan. So I can tell you right now,
Yes.
if there's really a good development on kung sino talaga yon, no? So obviously tao siya, no? You don't run after
Hindi siya AI. Kumbaga.
hindi siya AI.
AI.
So you don't run after a whole country. You have to
Yes.
really find out kung sino yung taong gumawa niyan, kung anong ginamit niyang plataforma. So
So, hindi China.
malamang hindi siya bansa.
Hindi siya bansa.
Hindi siya bansa, definitely. Oo.
Yeah,
Okay.
And I don't think
Oh, so it's can we confirm if it's not China or not? Kasi my next question
Yes.
has something to do with, well, the Balikatan exercises.
Oh.
Sa tingin niyo po ba ay may
No.
kinalaman itong fake content ng Pangulong Marcos Jr. sa nagaganap ngayon na Balikatan exercises 2024?
Okay, on the get-go, no, definitely not. Kasi pagdating dyan, it's an exercise we've been doing for so many years, right? And for the creation of this one is nagkataon lang na nandito sila, but it's not because of the Balikatan.
It's not connected to that.
Malamang, no, we're trying to validate it still, pero malamang hindi.
Yeah, kasi alam mo naman partner kami sa NSC, malilikot ang aming mga isip, no? Kasi pwede naman kasi itong linabas before the Balikatan or a month before the
Yes,
Balikatan.
yes.
Pero kung ikaw naman yung taong nag-iisip nito, iisipin mo saan yung pinakamagandang time para ilabas ang deepfake video. That would be the time kung nasaan nandito yung mga tropa ng Amerikano, nandito yung tropa ng France.
Yes.
Kumbaga, napakaraming military resources na nasa ating bansa. So, siguro baka pwedeng tingnan din ng inyong tanggapan.
Bakit yung timing lang kasi?
Yung timing.
Napaka-coincidence.
Anybody who will do something like that, parang David Goliath setup yung nakikita ko dyan. For me, as a cyber technologist, it's really always, everybody in the cyber world, the bad people, they like to hit on governments kasi it makes them famous. Yun ang nakikita ko dyan. So, it would also be nice na ganito nga nangyayari, ilabas na para whatever it is, makakuha siya ng limelight, something, or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, Asek, para lang babala na rin sa mga would-be hackers na mga to, no?
Yes.
Ano
Yung mga KSP.
Ano,
Mga KSP.
ano ba yung mga, kasi sanay tayo sa regular forensics, no?
Yes.
Yung mga CSI,
Yes.
yung mga ano natin sa Pilipinas, meron
Yes.
din tayong ganon. So, meron ding digital forensics, di ba?
Yes.
Pwede mo nyo pang ipaliwanag
Okay.
sa ating mga kababayan para alam nila na may ginawa silang ganito, makuhuli sila.
Matitrace po kayo,
CICC.
akala nyo.
Yes.
Kasi syempre, ang paggawa ng mga materials na ganito, ilan lang din yung mga ginagamit na platforms. And usually, when you go into a platform, syempre, you will have to put your credentials there and so on and so forth. Or, tayo din naman as government, hindi naman pag sinabing digital forensics, kung ano lang yung nahuling mga peripherals, kagaya ng mga telepono, mga computer, yun lang ang iniimbestigahan natin. So there are many, many things we put into considerations when we assess kung saan talaga nanggagaling yung mga crimes na ito, so digital evidence from the phone is different from what is being taken out from the computer, what is coming from the telco, what is coming from a platform. So lahat to, we have about 10 labs already in the agency. Yun, ano pa lang yan ha, in one agency pa lang
10 labs, meron kayong labs.
Yeah,
Yes.
in CICC, 10 pa lang yan. Wala pa yung, we already are into R&D, research and development. If you have to remember, during in the good times na paakyat yung Pilipinas as a tiger, we were very heavy on research and development. And nahinto lang yon after bumaba si mahal na Presidente Apo Lakay, Marcos. And then now, CICC is already into research and development. So I already brought a sample of 7 focuses, and one of them is adversarial AI, as well as 7 other things na fino-focusan natin. Ginagawa natin yon. In other words, we are creating already the solutions ourselves. For every peso we spend, as I remind you, the Philippine government, government doesn't have endless amount of resources. So what we try to do, the best way to use it is 20% for the input, and definitely 80% will go to the people, kung paano natin sila matutulungan at matuturuan to get the best of technology. So that's a secure way of having a good ecosystem, digital ecosystem. So yun ang ginagawa natin ngayon. So kaya ako sumangay para makita ng mga tao na technology is not only tech for good, gagamitin natin pang education, pero hindi paggamit kay ChatGPT sa loob ng classroom. Kaya ako natutuwa doon sa ating bagong batas, And then also is that we are using it to solve the crimes, but not only to solve the crimes, but also to alleviate the plight of the people. We are archipelagic. So kailangan natin, again, gumamit ng technology para makatipid tayo. Hindi tayo lalabas, magbibihis, mamamasahe, kakain sa labas. So lalo na ngayon, sobrang init, talagang people, we're encouraging them.
Pero hindi dito sa PTV. Malamig dito eh.
Malamig po dito sa
Sobrang
atin.
lamig.
In other words,
yes.
Asek, what you're saying is, matutukoy natin kung sino itong,
Yes, mahanapan natin
itong
yan.
salarin, itong deepfake media.
Yes.
Abangan na lang, no?
Abangan nyo na
And
lang.
also, I will tell the people, pag-aabangan nyo yan dito sa government station kasi kami naman sa CICC and DICT, always, government communication is always the best source of the correct and hindi fake news.
Malapit
So
ka na mahuli.
dito
Kung
yan.
sino ka man, mahuhuli ka
Baka nga
ng
nahuli na eh.
DICT at CICC.
Baka nga nahuli na
Oh,
siya,
with
no?
PNP, ha?
With
With the
PNP,
Philippine
of
National
course.
Police. Yes.
Alright, so at least we can all sleep better now. Alam na. Or malapit na. Malapit na. Sa ibang usapin naman
Yes.
po, Asek, hingi rin kami ng update sa inyong pagsugpo sa online sexual abuse or exploitation on children.
Okay.
Ito talagang nakakabahala itong balita na ito. Lalo
Definitely.
na pag ako, tayo mga magulang. di ba?
Yes.
Yes.
Nasa ano po tayo dito sa ngayon?
Okay, so we know that there has been laws that were passed with IIRs there, and CICC is already doing our part. Kasi siyempre, yung public policy pronouncement ni Presidente, lahat kayong mga ahensya na makakatulong para tupukin ito, gawin nyo. What is good here is that we've already been doing it for the past whole year. And as I've shown in Acuity, we've already gone to 12 regions, okay? And we've already reached out to train the people how to not be victims ng CISAIC o SAEM, and we have 100 bilats to different countries. We are calling it evergreen bilaterals kasi hindi pa natin sinasara yan only because there still is no treaty in the world, a cyber treaty is still being created. Likewise, tayo sa Pilipinas, medyo solid tayo sa Asia because we had, tumutupad tayo sa Budapest Convention. So medyo may mga gabay tayo at batas kung anong gagawin natin dito. Sumusunod tayo dyan, nag-iisa tayo sa Pilipinas, besides Japan. So ang ibig sabihin niyan is matindi ang ating batas pagdating dyan. Pero ang sikreto ay hindi ang batas o ang IRR, pero kung ano ang ginawa nyo para makalapit sa taong bayan, and that is Acuity. We've gone to the GIDAs, the geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas, 11,000 of the 42,046 barangays. We've reached out to over 800. Ayan si Secretary Ivan na nag-lead niyan. The connectivity part comes from DICT kasi mahal yun. And then from that connectivity we do to those areas is that naglalatag tayo ng mga kurso. So you can keep on running on this presentation kasi para makita nila lahat na napuntahan na lugar. No? Medyo marami yan. No?
This is Project Acuity.
Yes.
Asset.
Connect, capacitate, and confluence. So patuloy yan. Ngayon, ang ating mga endpoints na nilalagyan natin ng connectivity, ang nagbabantay niyan ang AFP kasi sila in charge sa critical infrastructures. And then the police force with about 200,000 of them and about the same number sa AFP and I think more is nagtutulungan kami under the NICA and the NSHAC para talagang coordinated yung ating movement para yung mga tao sa endpoints, sila ang una, sila ang number one, sila ang ating pinupuntahan kaagad. So ang ating resources directed towards them, 80% of the resources goes directly to the people in this particular administration, not with just tools.
I understand yung ginagawa nyo,
Yeah.
ASEC, and it's critical na gumawa tayo ng parang resilience on the part of the
Yes.
community to fight sexual abuse or
In
exploitation.
their dialect, ha?
Yes. But ang tanong ko, ASEC, is more on the platforms.
Yes.
Kasi kung may responsibilidad ng gobyerno,
Yes.
may responsibilidad ng komunidad at
Yes.
ang kapulisan, meron
Yes.
ding responsibilidad itong mga social media platforms na ito
Oh, yes.
na napakayaman na na i-regulate yung
Yes.
ganito.
Oo.
Aren't they supposed to follow our laws as well? So,
Yes.
how cooperative are they? Kasi when I was with the DILG, they were not that cooperative.
No, they're not.
Yeah, so
Income nila nababawasan, right?
exactly. So, paano po yan, ASEC?
Okay, ang unang-una is besides yung kasi ang dami nilang pera, right? Makapag-market is bonggang-bongga talaga.
Yes.
Eh.
So, may mga groups yan dyan sa Facebook
Yes.
on sexual abuse
Meta.
and exploitation sa
Yes,
Meta.
yes.
No?
Oh, actually, Meta is working closely with us, no? And lahat pa naman, sa awa ng Diyos, lahat naman ng mga sites na pinapaput down natin sa kanila, pag usahay, moto proprio yun. Agad-agad, the same time na itawag namin sa kanila at saka i-email, tinatanggal ka agad
Pero
lahat
hindi
yan.
mo pwede
Di ba
nilang
nila
gawin on
nafa-flag
their
yun?
own?
Oo, kailangan pa bang
Yes.
itawa?
Kailangan ba bang itaw? Wala ba silang responsibilidad na sila na mismo nung site?
Mandate. Oo.
Diba?
Definitely, the secretary is doing that, no? And there is ongoing conversation with that. Pero hindi na natin hinihintay yan. Siyempre, patagalan, pahabaan ng PC yan. Kaya nga
Yeah.
tayo bumaba sa community para sabihin sa kanila, may ibang paraan naman tayong kikita, no? So, you have to remember that connectivity is a political commodity. And if I will brief you, political commodity is anything that moves will affect the country. For example, food. Pero hindi natin pwedeng galawin yan kasi market forces ang gumagalaw sa food. Pagdating naman sa mga power, hindi naman tayo Arabo para makapag-dictate tayo na ibaba yung presyo. Pero here, in connectivity, pwede bumuhos tayo ng ating mga resources at saka ng tulong from the government para at least ma-alleviate yung buhay ng tao. Kasi we are so reliant on communication dahil nga fragmented tayo in terms of geography.
Yeah, but I think you would agree, ASEC,
Yes.
na itong mga social media platforms na ito, they can use the latest technology like AI to determine if the content has sexual abuse or exploitation, di ba?
Yes, oo.
Makikita nila yan. Yung cellphone mo nga, makahanap mo yung mga picture
Oo.
na...
That's
Yes.
true.
Di ba?
Actually,
They could
alam
do
mo, you
more.
They should do more.
That's nice you
do
mentioned
more.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Kasi, ang nakakatuwa niya, syempre may digital forensics on videos, no? Alam mo ba, pagka ang tao ay medyo dark, hindi na detect yung skin. Kasi ang basis natin to be able to put down a site is the amount of skin being showed. Para alam nyo lang. Yes. Pag AI yan, tinuturuan yung AI, pag marami ng skin, kunyari, 40% na yung skin.
Oo.
Take
Take down nila.
Yes, pero
But if you're dark skin,
your dark skin, it does not apply to you at this point. But there will be technology eventually that will help us do that. So we have to help each other. Kumbaga, may mga, we told them already, we want them to do it, they want to do it, kasi nga mumukha rin naman silang pagka hindi. Pero meron din talaga siyang kahirapan. But I know the secretary is doing something about it.
is that why
Mananagot.
kaya, kasi sabi niyo hindi na-detect ng AI yung dark skin,
Oo.
kung bakit ang Pilipinas nasa top 5 ng mga ganyan?
Yeah, okay. So we are top 5 in CISICOSIM. I know na monitor yan ng mga ibang ahensya, especially because of the law. Pero sabi nila, kahirapan daw ng buhay, right? Mas madali nga namang kumita pag ganito ang nangyayari. Pero kaya nga tayo bumaba sa ground kasi hindi rin naman nila masyadong naintindihan yung impact. Kaya nga yung Acuity, talagang we're double down, triple down on it. Kasi yung makukuha din naming inputs in the communities, masasabi natin sa tamang ahensya, ito po yung kulang dyan, kulang ang pagkain, walang tubig doon, kulang ang doktor, ganyan. So, parang it works both ways. Kasi ang ating platform na binababa sa Acuity is made by CICC, not by a vendor. Wala hong breach dito. Sa atin lang sa gobyerno.
Okay, so Asik, ano-ano pa ba yung mga development sa ating cybercrime investigations at papaano po natin mas pinapabilis ang pagresolba ng mga cybercrime-related cases?
Okay, pagdating sa cybercrime-related cases, what you need to know is everything is hybrid. Pag sinabi kong hybrid lahat ng cybercrimes, ibig sabihin na hindi lang ho siya, pag nag-report sa amin, fintech crime ba yan o phishing? Hindi. Actually, it's a series of something. Finifish ka muna, tapos may social engineer ka, binobola ka, tapos hut-hutan ka na ng kwarta. So that's why it is always hybrid. People will say, naguguluhan kami. Precisely. Ang gusto ng cybercriminals, maguluhan kayo. Kaya dapat maghunos dili kayo at magpirmi kayo na basahin nyo muna.
Mag-isip-isip kayo.
Basahin nyo please yung mga platform na ginagamit ninyo. Was it worth it? For you to put anything there. Anything you put in the net is forever. So, hanapin nyo na lang sa relasyon yung forever.
Wag sa internet.
Wag sa internet.
Okay, alright. Mensahe o paalala nyo na lang po sa ating mga kababayan.
So, ating mga kababayan, hinihiling ko po sa inyo na sana po, pagka napuntahan na rin namin kayo at mag-reach out po kayo, meron kaming call center na gawa ho ng CICC, ang platform internally, hindi po vendor ginamit yan, ang sumasagot, taga-gobyerno po, hindi ho taga-BPO yan. Huwag ho kayo matakot, magsumbong na maski anong gusto nyo, isumbong nyo, 1326. Yan ang ating number.
1326.
Yes. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Assistant Secretary Mary Rose Magsaysay ng CICC.
Thank you po.